If you've searched for cost segregation online, you've probably seen tools claiming you can do it yourself. They promise fast results, low cost, and massive tax savings without engineers, site visits, or complex reports. So the question is simple: is DIY cost segregation actually safe? Or is an engineered cost segregation study the only real option? In this video, we'll break down DIY cost segregation versus engineered study, explain the IRS position, and help you decide which approach actually protects your tax savings. If you've searched for cost segregation online, you've probably seen tools claiming you can do it yourself. They promise fast results, low cost, and massive tax savings without engineers, site visits, or complex reports. So the question is simple: is DIY cost segregation actually safe? Or is an engineered cost segregation study the only real option? In this video, we'll break down DIY cost segregation versus engineered study, explain the IRS position, and help you decide which approach actually protects your tax savings. DIY cost segregation usually involves software-based depreciation models, cost segregation spreadsheets, rule of thumb percentage allocations, no site inspection, no engineering analysis. These tools estimate accelerated depreciation based on averages, not on your actual property. They may look attractive because they are cheaper and faster. But speed and simplicity come with trade-offs, especially when the IRS is involved. The IRS has been very clear on this topic. In the Cost Segregation Audit Techniques Guide, the IRS states that the most reliable cost segregation studies are engineering-based. An engineered cost segregation study includes detailed construction cost analysis, asset-by-asset classification, on-site or documented property review, engineering methodologies, full supporting documentation. DIY cost segregation tools do not meet this standard. This matters because during an IRS audit, documentation quality determines whether depreciation deductions survive or get reversed. Let's compare risk. With DIY cost segregation, higher IRS audit risk limited or no defensibility, no professional sign-off, no audit support, potential penalties and depreciation, recapture. With an engineered study, IRS preferred methodology, defensible asset classifications, documentation built for examination, professional accountability, audit support if questions arise. DIY tools calculate numbers, engineered studies defend them. Investors using DIY cost segregation often make the same mistakes: over-allocating assets into 5 or 7-year property, misclassifying structural components, ignoring electrical and plumbing allocation rules, applying bonus depreciation incorrectly, assuming no audit means no risk. These mistakes can invalidate the entire strategy. Cost segregation only works when the classifications are correct, not just aggressive. Many investors choose DIY cost segregation because of price. But here's the reality: if a DIY study saves you money upfront but fails under IRS review, the long-term cost can be far higher. Reversed deductions, interest and penalties, CPA amendment fees, lost credibility with the IRS. A properly engineered cost segregation study is not an expense. It is risk-managed tax planning. At costsegregationguys.com, every study is engineering-based, IRS-compliant, and built to withstand audit scrutiny. We do not use DIY models or shortcuts. Our studies are designed to maximize legal depreciation, follow IRS-approved methodologies, integrate with your CPA's tax strategy, provide long-term defensibility, because accelerated depreciation only matters if it holds up. If you're deciding between DIY cost segregation versus an engineered study, choose accuracy over shortcuts. Visit costsegregationguys.com to see if a professional, engineering-based cost segregation study makes sense for your property. Protect your deductions, protect your investment,